Hey there, gang. It is time for another comic book unboxing video. As always, I have no idea what is in this box that I have been given the grade for sale on eBay. We will make that discovery together, right side by each. So, if you like comic books, stick around. We're going to have some fun. Hey there, Bubby. Welcome to Shanghala. My name is Duke, and this is another unboxing video. So if you have not seen one of these before, and this is going to be pretty much what I do almost exclusively on this channel, although I haven't done many the last few weeks with some medical issues that I have been having, but most of what I do here is I do these unboxing videos. I work for a company that buys and sells comic books from all over the world, and they come to our warehouse in Freeport, Maine. They get parsed into different sales streams, and the books that are destined to be sold on eBay as what we call raw singles, those end up on my desk, and I'm the one who puts a grade on them. So I always say, if you buy a book from the seller dotcomcomics on eBay and you don't like the grade it's been given, about a 90% chance I'm the guy you're mad at. So I guess I should apologize in advance. But, the reason I do this is not a commercial for the company, although I certainly want you to know where these books are coming from and where they're going and what I'm doing with them. Be upfront about all of that. But really, I just enjoy sharing that awe and wonder of the four-color splendors that we call comic books. I've been collecting comics all my life, which is getting to be fairly long in the tooth now. But so I'm really happy that you've chosen to spend a few minutes with me looking at some cool old comic books. So I never have any idea what is in the box. Let us take a look. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the groovy things. Don't forget that if you comment and subscribe, if you've done both of those things, you're automatically entered into a chance to win one of 2 Bronze Age mystery boxes that I will be giving away once I hit 500 subscribers. So let us yoinks in away, and we'll take a look at what we've got here. And this is kind of right from my personal golden age. I started reading comic books when they were about 25 cents, but the 30, 35 cent era and into the 40 cent era, that's when I was really, really into comic books. I mean, I have been all my life, but at this point, they say the golden age of comic books is not the 1940s. The golden age of comic books is 12, because you will never love any comic books more than the ones you read when you were 12 years old. And I was, this is about 79. So yeah, I was right about 12 years old at this point. So Dr. Phosphorus, I remember his first appearance, and when he reappeared here, used to freak me out as a kid. Just that glowing skeleton. So that's cool. And you got Batgirl, so that's cool. Love me some red-headed Batgirl. The Gentleman Ghost in kind of a rare Joe Kubert cover. Kubert didn't draw the superheroes all that often. It was always a treat when he did. Batman against the Black Spider. Oh, I didn't give the issue numbers. I probably should in case you can't see them. I sometimes have to lower the resolution in order to get these to upload. So that was 311. This is 310. This one is 306, so we're kind of working backwards. And here is the giant 300th issue of Batman. With this was a kind of a flash forward time skip kind of a thing. You can see an adult Robin here in his adult Robin costume. No conception at this point of him ever becoming a thing called Nightwing. Here is the Case of the Crimson Coffin, Batman number 298. 286, this one's popular. This sells really well because of the Joker cover. And of course the fabulous Jim Aparo art. What do we got here? The Sheik. The Sheik. The Iron Sheik. I don't think it's the Iron Sheik. That is one crazy looking camel, though. that looks like a camel drawn by somebody who'd never actually seen a camel. But what are you going to do? It's probably better than I could do. Number 265. Kill him, Brutus. Oh, no. Batman's greatest failure. I can't believe Batman would ever fail. One move, Batman, and zing, you're dead. 263. This is a cool book. That is Batman number 194. I wonder if this whole box is going to be Batman. That would be awesome. But I call this one the start of the late Silver Age. This is when we are kind of transitioning into a period where Carmine Infantino is moving up and putting more of an emphasis on, and moving up into the publisher's role, and putting more of an emphasis on the visuals as opposed to the plots of the stories. And so this is kind of a transition period for comics here, as epitomed by the logo busting cover here, which is something that would have been absolutely forbidden in an earlier age, to mess with the logo at all. Here is number 201. And we had the 300th issue, so why not wind the clock to the 200th issue, the 200th smash issue. Batman trying to buy some comic books. What's he trying to buy here? We got Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Superman, Atom, Hawkman, and Aquaman. So all the superheroes. Huh. This particular news dealer here is not carrying any of the romance books, none of the war books, just the superheroes. Now we're moving forward in time, way forward. Batman 457, first appearance of Tim Drake in the Robin costume. And here is 368, where he sort of officially takes over as Robin. And this is with, what the heck is this name? His name? Oh, I forget his name. Giffy or something like that. But, yeah, he was a thing for a hot minute. All right, let's take a look. And, yeah, the next stack is Batman as well, so that's pretty cool. This one's a famous cover because of the kind of camp and the reference to the TV show. And, of course, it's got the go-go checks. A Batman in distress because Robin's going to die. And as I've told you before, on these covers of this period, it seems like, you know, either Batman was either all stressed out that Robin was going to die, or he was working on killing him himself. The fight that jolted Gotham City. Who could that be, I wonder? Oh, you have to buy the issue and open it up to find out. 0 Hour for Earth. Huh. What number is that? I can't see it. 167. Having some problems with my eyes. 166. Two-way death trap. Here's one. Now we're really moving back in time. Here's number 150. Robin the Superboy Wonder. Ooh, nice. This is from the classic Englehart Marshall Rogers run with the return of Clayface. And this is really in my golden age. Yeah, I'm probably only about 10 years old when this came out, but boy, I dug me some Batman at this point. And here's number 477, 473, 472. You could be in the Superman movie. Some Hugo Strange action. Still, you could be in the Superman movie. I always wondered who won that contest and what scene were they in, or did that scene get cut? This is a classic story. I love this one, and I've told you about it recently. But for those of you who are new, we'll chat about it again. So the Calculator was in a series of backup stories in Detective Comics. Each one starred one of these different Justice League members. So, you know, it was nominally a story about that hero, but he was the villain in each one. And so in this issue, it turns out that he was just fighting them, intending to lose, but storing up data in his little computer chest calculator here. I mean, you got to figure, it's kind of crazy, you know, with the crane coming out of the thing in his head that he punched up, but You know, this is the age when the most advanced personal computer was a Radio Shack TRS-80. maybe even before that, actually. So, yeah, he stored up the data on how each of these heroes beat him, and then used that to beat all of them and take on Batman. So it was kind of an early running subplot kind of a thing. You know, back in an era when, you know, stories were done pretty much in one issue, maybe two, you had this sort of subplot that continued. And although, even though you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories that were complete and done in one, in about 6 or 7 pages, and then this issue, they were all complete stories. They were linked together, which was, you know, a bit of an advance at the time for how things had been done. Here's the Spider again. Sometimes he's the Spider, sometimes he's called the Black Spider. I think they stopped calling him the Black Spider when they decided that the character inside was black, inside the mask. So, you know, there's this whole thing about you're not supposed to call a black character black whatever. Which is probably because for a while they did. Every black character was black something. 454. And so here is, you know, this is the issue where Hawkman fought the Calculator. This is a nice issue. Number 450. Here's 448. 446. I love this era too. This was a little bit before my time, so I only know these particular issues as back issues myself. But I do love this era, you know, at least the covers where they return to the Golden Age logo. I just thought it was very cool and very effective. All right. And partly because, as I pull out the next stack, this is the type of logo that they had before that. Boom. So here we've got the Master Crime File of Jason Bard as the backup story. Jason Bard was a thing for a little while. The Spook appeared around this time in several issues and hasn't been seen for a long, long time. Evil Puppets. Always love Evil Puppets. Kind of looks like the Gentleman Ghost, but it's not. What's this? A guy with a... Has he got some kind of mask over his head and a cowboy hat? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is. 423. So this is the era when DC had gone to 25 cents, and you know, you had the lead story, and then it filled out generally with a couple of reprints, but sometimes they had new stories, and I think that Batgirl story is a new story. And Candidate for Danger. There was an era where Batgirl was a member of Congress. Oh, look. Batman Year 1, 404. Nice. 427, Jason Todd. Gonna get the crap kicked out of him. 426. Here's 429. The famous Death in the Family, Death of Jason Todd storyline. So it looks like we got them all. No, we're missing one. We're missing 427. Is that right? Yeah. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's in this next stack. What do you think? What do you think? There's another one. They've all been the direct sales issues so far. 429. Isn't that weird? 427 is the one we're missing, and it's usually oh no, there's 427. So we do have them all. Boy, am I stupid lately. So there's 26, 27, 29. Oh, well, I'll be jiggered. It is 428 we're missing. Yeah. 428 is the one where he actually dies. That's usually the one we're missing, and guess what? It's the one we're missing. 344. 357 with that radio announcer was based on somebody, I think, but William B. Williams. But I think it was supposed to be based on someone, but I can't remember who. If you know, leave a comment down below. Holy Gallows. Go-Go checks. Love the Go-Go checks. Another rare Kubert cover. Robin. Oh my God. Robin's crying. Actual tears. And it's weird. They're coming out from underneath his mask. You would think that they would come out over the mask. But somehow they're leaking out from underneath. Which I guess maybe that is some kind of thing that covers his eyes, and not, usually we think of this as just a comic book convention. They white out the eyes because it's just too hard to draw the eye in the eye slit here. Even if we just draw the pupil, then that looks too weird and cartoony. But maybe it's not a convention. Maybe that is actually meant to be kind of like Spider-Man's eyes, some kind of screen or something. I don't know. It would make more sense to do the big white screen on these types of masks, both Robin's and Batman's, than the weird mascara, makeup, eyeshadow thing that they do on most TV and movie appearances. That just looks stupid, especially when it always breaks my suspension of disbelief and breaks me out of the show whenever there's a quick switch, from civilian identity to the heroic identity, especially when it's from hero to civilian. But even really both ways, it's like you did not have time to put on and or take off all of that makeup around your eyes. There's no way. 346, 339. Here is, what's that? 338. Batman Superpowered Punch. Deep Freeze Menace in 337. And the Elongated Man was the backup for a long time in Detective Comics. The Outsider. So the Outsider, if you don't know, spoiler warning, they had killed off Alfred. And then I think it's because the TV show came along and used Alfred. And the kids are like, well, where the heck is Alfred? When they, inspired by the TV show, they go to read the comic books. And back then, the companies would try and make the comic books sort of conform to what the larger audience was seeing on movies or television or whatever other media, and radio, comic strips, whatever it was. And so they brought Alfred back in the form of the Outsider. It was a big, long, elaborate storyline of how he died but didn't die and came back. And so anyway, the Outsider has Batman fighting the Batmobile in this issue. And the Batmobile is looking very Speed Buggy here. If you're old enough to know who Speed Buggy is. There's another issue. That's the same guy he was fighting an issue ago. Where did that go? Well, they look the same. Thought I just saw that. That's because I saw the same damn issue. That's what triggered that. I just wasn't smart enough to remember it. I tell you, getting old, man. Getting old just absolutely sucks a bucket. All right, so here's Blockbuster was too tough an opponent for Batman, but not for Bruce Wayne. Well, Robin doesn't have much confidence. Robin looks like he's about 10 years old there. Looks about the size Damien would be. Oh, look, Samantha. Trail of the Talking... Oh, Trial. No, Trail. I was right the first time. Never mind. Dyslexia. Joker cover. Doing a big old switcheroo. Here's Elongated Man. Gets promoted to the lead story here. Fallen Idol of Gotham City. This one is the first, and it's funny because they don't show it on the cover, but this is the first one to have the yellow circle around the what's it there, the bat. There's the Mummy Batman. It's very old school. Fantastic Dr. No-Face. Mystery of the $1 Million Treasure Hunt. Oh, and so this period, the backup is John Jones. How do you say it? Actually, as a kid, and I fight to not do it today, even though I still kind of want to. But as a kid, I used to interpret these apostrophes as like hiccups. So I would say Johns. But I don't know. I guess it's supposed to be like John Jones. It's supposed to sound just like his civilian identity. The bizarre polka dot man. Is this the first polka dot man? I think it might be. That could be a big issue, depending on how the Suicide Squad movie does. Now the caveman thing. Da-da. Oh no! Batman's a robot! I wonder if that's Harvey Dent. I bet it's not, but... Batman robot. Batman's super enemy. Just a regular old guy with super strength. Now we're really changing eras again. Back up to 419 of Detective Comics. The Creeper. And this really is the return of the Creeper. The Creeper had his own series. Well, he first appeared in an issue of Showcase by Steve Ditko. Then I believe he had 6 issues of his own. Beware the Creeper was the name of the series. And the first several were by Ditko, and then he cleared out. And then the Creeper just kind of went into limbo and didn't appear for a long time. And I don't know if this is the first appearance of the Creeper after the Beware the Creeper series, or if he had another appearance somewhere else. We'll have to look that up. We'll look that up and find out. And here is some more Batman. And this, I made fun of this issue in a recent video. Just because this is Detective Comics 410, just because this character, even though it predates it, it makes me think of that Kevin Smith movie, Tusk. Hey, what do you think of the whole controversy with Kevin Smith and the He-Man Revelation series? Something else, huh? Here's 408. See, I tell you, this time every cover was Robin either dying or Batman in the process of killing him himself. Man-Bat, 407. 405. This looks like a Neil Adams cover. 404 with Enemy Ace, and that is a Neil Adams cover. Pretty sure. This also looks like a Neil Adams cover. 402. Man or Bat. So these are all early Man-Bats. He first appeared in issue 400. Here's 401. We don't have 400. We go back to 397. We saw 200 and 300. I thought maybe we'd get a 400, but wasn't to be. It's a nice cover. Why? Why? And again, he's crying tears coming out from underneath his mask, so that's weird. Our fish is hooked. Now deck him. And this, I believe, is this the Fisherman? Oh no, that was an Aquaman villain. Never mind, forget I said anything. 387, this issue has a couple of reprints in it of early Batmans. Here's another one. Batgirl playing tug-of-war with Robin. Oh, we finally switched gears. Swamp Thing number 4 with a Bernie Wrightston cover. That's fun. All right, and looking at this next stack, it does appear that we have turned that corner. No more Batman, or at least for now. So this is Spectacular Spider-Man. For a time it was Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, but for most of the run, the official indicia title, even though it said this on the cover, the official title was just the Spectacular Spider-Man. But what is special about this issue? Well, 2 things. One, it is tied for the second appearance of the black suit. So you know that, what was it? Oh God, I can't remember the number. 252, Amazing Spider-Man, was the first black suit. Oh God, I really am getting old and stupid. Or maybe I'm just distracted with all the things that are going on in life at the moment. But The next week, there was an issue of, what was the other book? Web of Spider-Man? No, Marvel Team Up. So there was an issue of Marvel Team Up and this both came out the following week. So they're tied for second appearance of the black suit. And this is also a newsstand copy. So all things being equal, that should bring a little bit of a premium. Oh, we are back to Batman. 224. $3.99. And it's Commissioner Gordon who is in peril this time. $3.90. We just saw that one. See, I can remember things. $3.78. Some go-go checks. $3.64. Wonder Woman. The bomb. Yes, indeed, Wonder Woman, you are the bomb. Well, Gal Gadot's the bomb. Actually, Linda Carter was the bomb. Absolutely the bomb. So, that's pretty cool. House of Secrets with a floating, screaming face. The Curse of Castle Morby. 97. Interesting. X-Men, although this is from the reprint era. Another X-Men, 66. And actually, this was the last original X-Men. They went into reprints with this issue, 67, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is reprints. They didn't start right from the beginning, I guess. But I remember that they fought the Hulk in the last original X-Men story until the new X-Men came along. 64. And is this Neil Adams? Oh no, it's Don Heck. He was on there for a while. Here's Adams. You can see his signature right there. Want to take a look inside? Okay, I'll let you. Boom. Now that looks very Neil Adamsy, doesn't it? Boom. Kazar. I forget. Sauron. That's it. I almost forgot his name there for a moment. This one's jumping up in time a little bit. 106. 105. There's the famous issue that is the take on the original X-Men #1, redone with a new X-Men. Unfortunately, they just... Poor Colossus back here's got nothing to do. He's just shaking his fist. Why, you? And they couldn't fit Banshee on at all. So, what do you think of that? All right, let's pull some more books out. Looks like we've got some more X-Men here. X-Men. So there is Sunfire. And 116, where he's, what was he, the Proletariat? Is that what Colossus was there briefly? Some Silver Age Thor. Die like a god. X-Force 2, which is the second appearance of Deadpool. Forever People, number, I can't see that, 2, I guess. There you are. Forever People number 3. More Batman, 368. And this is some very Rob Liefeld trying to hide the feet thing. Because his feet should be crushing some of these buildings. And actually, the buildings aren't really tall enough. I mean, we should be able to see his feet, damn it. Avengers. Suddenly the Submariner. Hercules. Hercules. To conquer a Colossus. Okay. And this is it right here, Bubby. This is the last stack in this box. Actually, I lied. There's one more book. There it is. I believe that's the first appearance of Alpha Flight 120. You want to see the first Alpha Flight? I don't know if they show up. Well, there's the Vindicator, whom we had seen earlier. And there's Sunfire. Boom, boom. Let's move ahead. What do they do? Just cameo at the end of the issue? I know the next issue is a big fight. Boom, boom. Oh, he punched him. Oh, we can. There's the legs of the twins there. I think we are just kind of getting. And the snow was probably. Oh shoot! I forgot her name. Snowbird. Boom, boom. Here they are. It's going to be one of those. Oh, there's Sasquatch. So they all just kind of cameoed in this one, just little glimpses of them, other than Vindicator. Here's the sales data. Let me see if I can read this. I'll have to look up closely at it. You give me just a second. And it looks like... And I have told you that the X-Men was a slow burn when the new X-Men came back. It took them a little bit to become, the big thing. And at this point... What was this? Issue 120? So what did they do? They came back in 94? So it's been a while. Keep in mind, the X-Men was still a bi-monthly book for a long time, so it's actually been a couple of years, at least. And at this point, sales through dealers and carriers, 113,377. That's the average over the previous 12 months. And then sales were actually looking down because the nearest to the filing date for this form is 102,962. But subscriptions were going up. 12-month average 1,883, and nearest to filing date 1,953. So 12-month average of total sales with this issue 115,260. So 115,000 is really, that would be the best-selling book on the stands today, but not by a lot. You still get the first top 2, 3, 5 might sell 100,000 copies in a month. So the X-Men was just barely topping the best-selling books of today at this point. And this is a point when average sales for a comic book, they hovered right around 200 and 250,000, somewhere in there, maybe a little under 200,000. And so most books would get canceled if they fell below 100,000 or even 120. So this was still kind of flirting with, recancellation, as it were. But yeah, anyway, that's my story on that. I'm sticking to it. Ultroids Attack. First appearance of Red Wolf. There's Scorpio. Did you hear the one about Scorpio? Die Avengers Die. A little Ultron action. Here's the first appearance of Scott Lang. You want to see him? It's just a cameo. It's really just a cameo. Right here at the beginning, you see there's a little scene from the Adventures of Robin Hood movie. And there he is. Scott Lang. It's just like 2 panels. And then that leads into the Marvel Premiere story in Marvel Premiere 47 and 48. There is Avengers number 100, starring everybody who'd been an Avenger up to that point, including Hawkeye in his stupid faux Indian suit. Avengers 110. Saga number 2. We've got a little run of Saga up right now as a fixed price item, and I priced it at about half of the guide price on the books. It's a discount off of the original cover price. Still hasn't sold. It's been there for about 35 days. Here's Saga number 3. That looks like what's her name? Allison Hannigan, Willow. The The redheaded chick from How I Met Your Mother. You know who I'm talking about. That looks like her. I bet it's not, but it does. It does look like her. That's some early Saga for you. And here's some early X-Men for you, 98. So there you go. I wonder if this one has a sales thing in it. I bet it doesn't. Probably not, because it's April. That would be about the right time. The filing date was October. And usually it was the April or May issues these would appear in. I don't see it, though. Oh, well. There you go. That's that box. I hope you had fun. I had fun anyway, so thank you for taking the time to spend a little time with me looking at some cool old comic books. We'll see you again next time out, and until then, goodbye, good luck, and please be good to each other.